So today is a little bit of planking. So some different plank variations. If any of this feels not right for you, if you get sore wrists, make sure you just take a break. You can go onto your fists anytime you need to. You can also do it on your forearms if you need to, and you can also take a break. So let's get started. Get my timer going. And we're going to start standing at the edge of your mat, feet hip width apart, taking a deep breath in. On the breath out, you're going to roll your spine down, reach your hands forwards of your toes. Once you're down, you're going to walk your hands out in front of you until you come into a plank position. Once you've found your plank, you're going to drop your knees, so you're in a kneeling plank, and then you're going to lift your knees. So you're in a full plank. So you'll lower your knees and lift your knees. You'll do 3 more, lower and lift, 2 and 1, and then you'll lift up, round your spine, walk your hands back towards your toes, and then roll yourself up into standing. So we'll go again. You're going to roll down, and then walk your hands out, come down into your plank position, lower your knees, and lift your knees, 2 more, lower, and lift. Last one, stay down on your knees. You're going to do a little push-up. So you've got a push down, and then back up. You've got 3. If you can, do them on your toes, go for it. 2, and last one, and then lift your knees, round your spine, and walk your way back up, rolling up. Last one, rolling down, walking your hands out, finding your plank, lower your knees, lift your knees, 2 more, lower, lift, last one, lower, lift. If you can stay on your toes, go for it. Otherwise, down to your knees. 3 push-ups. 3, 2, 1. And then sit your butt towards your heels. And then coming back up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes. And find neutral. And then keep that neutral spine. Hover your knees just off the floor. And then lower your knees back down. Hover your knees, and then lower your knees. Stay with that. If you want it more challenging, hands come out a bit further in front. Hover your knees, press out to a plank, pull back, and lower down. Lift, push out, push back, and down. So you're either staying with that, or you're just hovering and lowering. So go whichever one feels better. We're going to do 3 more. 3, 2, and last one, and then down. Coming onto your side, we're going to go down onto your forearms, knees are bent, and you're going to lift your hips up. So you're making a nice straight line. Lift the top arm up and hold here. You're going to lower your hips and lift your hips back up. So lower your hips and lift your hips. 3 more. And last one. And then coming down. We're going to go for another set. You can either stay on your forearm, or if you want it more challenging, you can come up onto your hands and you'll come into a full side plank. So pick which one you want to do. You either stay down on your forearm or you come up into a full side plank. Either way, we'll hold. And then if it's in you, you do your little lower and lift of your hips. So remember, you don't have to be doing this variation. You could be down on your knees, and lowering and lifting. 3, 2, and 1, and then coming down, switching over to your other side. So same thing here. You can, if you know you can go straight up onto your hand. Otherwise, we're lifting up, reach the top arm up, holding, lowering, and lifting the hips. Lowering and lifting. And we've got another 3, 2, and 1, and then back down. And then you're either staying with that, or you can come up onto your hands and rising up. So same thing as you did before. If you're doing the variation that I'm showing, you can hold, or you can try a little dip and lift. The dip and the lift is the hips and not the arms. You've got 3, 2, and 1, and then lowering down. So from here, we're going to go from a plank to a side plank, plank, side plank. So I'm going to show you on your knees, and I'll show you on your toes. So on your knees, staying on your knees to start with, we'll go from here, you center one hand, and then you come into your side plank, and then you take that hand back down to plank, and then to side plank. So that's knees. And then toes, we do the same thing. So I showed you knees, so you can go into that. I'll show you toes now. Everyone's in a plank. Whichever variation you've chosen, you hold for 3, 2, 1. Center your hands, twist. You're on your knees or your toes for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Twist to the other side. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. Give the wrist a little break. We're going to go again. So this time, same thing. I'll show you the for the kneeling version. So holding here. This time we're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center your hand onto your side. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. And then center. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Twist. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Center. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Seat your butt towards your heels. Give your wrist a little circle. We've got one last little variation we're going to go through today, and that's our bent leg bridges. So knees bent, feet on the floor, hands come behind you. Fingertips can face out to the side. You're going to lift your hips up, come into a nice straight line, shoulders through to your knees. Come back down, tap your butt down, and then lift your hips back up. Try not to extend too far. Lower your hips down, and then back up. If it's in you, then you can have a go at coming down, pushing your legs through, and then coming back up. So that was pushing through and coming back up, or tapping your butt down and up. Either way, you're going to go for another 4, 3, 2, and on your last one, you'll come up and hold. Open your chest, push the floor away with your feet, for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way down, giving the wrist a big circle, and you guys are all done.